I'll have to be honest with you. First thing I'm going to mention right up front is it's free. I like the service when it's free because, you know, you can tie up a lot of money in different services, and from experience I found out that sometimes you can pay a lot of money and you may not be getting that much out of it.
Good afternoon, welcome to GrainTV. It's October 30th, 2013. I'm Logan Burgess. To my right here is Brock to help break down the action that we saw on a Wednesday in the grain market. Jumping into fire tip here, you can see a relatively quiet but weak day for the corn market, down 1 3/4 for December. November beans was up 8.5 cents. Chicago wheat down 6 1/4. You know, Brock, certainly a lot of the attention today was on soybeans, the only grain closing in positive territory in the grain complex. And it really seemed like, in my mind, it might have been some short covering as we go into tomorrow's export sales report. You know, besides that report, not a lot in today's action to really support the trade.
You know, I think the market was a little bit jittery today looking at tomorrow's report and what's anticipated for that report.
Right.
We did see funds come in and actually be net sellers in both the corn and wheat markets, but they were net buyers in the soybean market.
Yep.
So that does maybe signify just a little bit of short covering heading into that report. We'll take a look at what the analysts are actually expecting for tomorrow's report. Now, keep in mind, this is going to be for the weeks ending October 10th, October 17th, and then the most recent week, October 24th. So these are combined totals for those 3 weeks. For corn, we're looking at about 1.9 million metric tons to 2.5 million metric tons. Soybeans, analysts are expecting about 2.4 to 3 million metric tons. And for wheat, we're looking at 1.5 to 2 million metric tons. So those are pretty substantial numbers that we're looking at. If we get large deviations from those numbers, Logan, do you think we're going to see some fireworks in the markets tomorrow?
Yeah, certainly. You know, as I said, in soybeans in particular, I think there's a lot of rumors in the market about how much the Chinese were in the U.S. soybean market during the government shutdown, and we're going to be finding out that tomorrow. But for corn as well, it's a big story, and this corn market could really use kind of a shot in the arm right now from the demand side. We know that today we did get EIA ethanol numbers out, 911,000 barrels per day produced last week. That was the strongest number since June 2012, but really did nothing to bring out the bulls in this corn market. That's concerning here for prices moving forward. And, you know, if we were looking on social media today, one person posted on Twitter a photo of a grain bin that had actually busted open from how much corn they were harvesting. And that seems to be kind of an overarching theme right now. We are seeing demand return to this corn market, but bottom line, expectations are still for a very large overall production as we move into winter.
You know, let's not forget about wheat either. We've seen that tail off here the last few days.
Yep.
We're actually getting down towards an area of some support that we should see right around that 675 area. The 100-day moving average is right in that area. That has provided support here today, but if we get below that, we do have a little bit of potential to move to the downside.
Yeah.
And today we did get some fundamental news as it pertains to wheat. Landworth actually increased Australia's anticipated production for this coming year up by about 400,000 metric tons. Not a significant increase there by Landworth, but it is a little concerning for our competitiveness on the world market, as Australia is the #2 wheat exporting country in the world.
Yeah, certainly. You know, over the last couple weeks and maybe even a month here, wheat has been respectively strong compared to corn and soybeans, but stories like that do kind of put a little bit of a chink in the armor there that we've seen out of wheat. Bottom line, though, for this market, a lot of people are really going to get direction from tomorrow morning's export sales report. We'll be tweeting about it on Twitter as those numbers come out. At GrainTV is where you can find us over there. Friday, relatively quiet day for the grains typically, but we are going to be having some private analyst numbers out from Informa, basically detailing production here. So in an environment where we haven't gotten a USDA report in a long time, certainly the trade's going to be watching that closely. Those are two things here to watch as we move through the week. We'll help keep you posted on that here on GrainTV. In general, though, that's what we saw here a day in the grain market that saw a little bit of strength out of soybeans. We'll have to see what those export sales show tomorrow. Thanks for joining us.